1. Getting started on a diet. Prior to starting on a diet, you need to make sure that you are fully committed about it. In other words, you need to have the discipline and the determination to follow through it, in order to attain your fitness goals. Aside from that, you should also have the right motivation to stay on track. 2. Eliminate excuses. Many people today are not able to start on their diets, since they think that they are not too overweight, or they put it off for another day. To eliminate your excuses, you should face your problem head-on, and recognize the fact that dieting is one of the solutions for it. Keep in mind that excuses may also appear even when you have already started, thus, you need to be prepared for them. 3. Gather as much information as you can. If you have fully decided that dieting is the way to go in order to lose weight, then you should gather as much information as you can. When you have the right information with you, you would receive the right guidance in starting on a diet. Aside from that, you can also become more familiar of the nutritional facts behind different food items. 4. Determine more reasons to go on a diet. Different people have different reasons in going on a diet. Some people need to do it to improve their health conditions, while others simply want to fit into their small-sized clothing. Whatever your reasons are, you should always remind yourself of them, so that you would become more motivated in going through your diet. 5. Get emotionally involved. Sparking your emotions to go on a diet is a good way to get started on it. This is because it can give your diet more purpose and meaning. Aside from that, it can also bring more passion and desire from you in losing weight. Therefore, you should constantly look at yourself on the mirror, and compare it to your pictures of yesteryears. By doing that, you would become more motivated in reaching your goals through your diet. 6. Don't view dieting as something difficult to do. When you are about to start on your diet program, one thing that can stop you from doing it is your thoughts about how difficult it can be. Thus, you should view it as something that is easy to do. Challenge yourself, and take it one step at a time. Don't do it in an abrupt manner, so that you would be able to stay on it long enough to see your desired results. 7. Choosing your diet program. There are lots of programs about dieting that are available today. However, proper selection is one of the keys in attaining success on it. To choose the best one, you should avoid those that are too restrictive. Aside from that, you should also choose a program which has received positive reviews from people who have already gone through it. 8. Positive affirmations. If you are having difficulties in staying on a diet or getting started with one, you can actually use positive affirmations for it. Positive affirmations means that you are going to feed your subconscious mind with positive statements about what you want to attain. By doing that, you can have the right mindset in starting on your diet, or in staying on it. 9. Get the support that you need. There is no need to be alone when it comes to dieting. Although other members of your family may not follow a diet, they can actually support you on it, so that you would be able to attain your goals. To achieve that, you should tell them about your diet. By doing that, they can help you get started on your diet. Aside from that, they can also constantly remind you of the right foods to eat. 10. Make dieting easier for you to do. Some people may find the first few days of dieting to be quite difficult. Thus, you should come up with a solution to make it easier for you. One of the things that you can do about it is to make sure that your refrigerator only contains the healthy foods that you can eat. Aside from that, you should also start with healthier foods that you really like. 11. Eat only if you are really hungry. There are times when a person eats when he is not hungry. There are many possible reasons behind this, which can include stress, emotions, habit, and such. Thus, you should become more aware whether your urge to eat is dictated by your stomach or something else. If you are unsure, drink a glass of water instead, or if you really have to, then you should get a healthy snack. 12. MSG-filled foods. There are lots of food items that are filled with MSG these days. Most of the foods that contain this substance are those that are highly processed. Aside from the fact that such a substance can harm your body, it can also add more fat to it. Thus, you should avoid eating food items that contain MSG as much as you can. 13. Get enough rest. When you are well rested, your body would be able to do its work in repairing damaged tissues, and such. However, if you do the opposite, then it can make you gain more weight. This is because lack of rest can slow down your metabolism. Aside from that, it can also boost your appetite to some extent when your body is trying to compensate for the lack of sleep. 14. Focus on fiber. In coming up with your own diet program, you should eat foods that are loaded with fiber. Fiber can help in flushing out dangerous toxins from your body. Aside from that, it can also suppress your appetite naturally by prolonging the digestion process. Additionally, it can also lower down your blood cholesterol levels. 15. Find a more personalized program. If you want to follow a certain diet program to lose weight, it is best to find one that is going to be created just for you. There are many experts in this field, who are more than willing to help out people in losing weight. Find these experts, and have them assess your present situation, so that they can come up with a diet program, which is specifically made just for you. 16. Become more conscious of calories. In achieving weight loss, you need to provide your body with lesser amounts of calories, and burning more of it. One of the things you can do is to check the food items you purchase from the grocery for its caloric content. Aside from that, you can also do some research about how much calories you could be burning on a day-to-day basis. 17. Avoid soda drinks. Sodas are loaded with calories, which can result to faster weight gain. Although there are diet sodas available, they are actually still loaded with empty calories and chemicals, which are not good for your health. Thus, it is best to simply avoid them. Focus more on drinking fresh water, or natural fruit juices. 18. Eat to survive, and not the other way around. Eating should be done in order for you to live. In other words, you should view eating as something that you need to do, in order to provide your body with adequate amounts of nutrients in order for it to maintain its health. You should avoid thinking that you are living to eat, since that can get you to gain weight in no time. 19. Avoid fast food chains. Whenever you go to work, you may find yourself frequenting fast food chains on a regular basis, since you don't have enough time to go home for lunch. If you check the types of foods that are served in these outlets, in most cases, they are usually filled with fats and oil. Aside from that, they are also highly processed. Thus, it is time that you cook your own lunch and bring it with you at the office. 20. Eat foods that are low in calorie and are harder to process.
Foods like apples, celery, and other fruits and vegetables are usually low in caloric content.
Aside from that, they are also harder to process. Because of that, you would actually be feeding your body with lesser amounts of calories. Aside from that, your body would also need to burn more of it, in order to process them. Thus, eat more of these types of foods to lose weight. 21. Eat slower. When you eat fast, the tendency is that you would be able to consume more foods than you really need. Thus, it is best to eat at a slower rate. When you do this, you would actually feel that you are already full, when you have not been able to consume a whole plate of food yet. This is because it usually takes a certain period of time for your stomach to send a signal to your brain that it already has enough food in it. 22. Don't skip breakfast. Breakfast is actually the most important meal of the day. Because of that, you should not skip it. Skipping breakfast is one of the best ways to become overweight. This is because it can encourage binge eating for the reason that you would already feel too hungry when lunchtime comes. Aside from that, it can also lower down your metabolism. 23. Don't drink a lot of water or other drinks with a meal. Drinking liquids with a meal can actually make you feel bloated. When you get used to it, you may let your stomach be able to adjust to it, which can result to binge eating. Thus, it is best to minimize your liquid intake during meal times. Drinking a glass of water should be done only after 10 to 15 minutes of eating.